All right, that moderate storm alert, we're going to now let it go down to low because I just got word in between breaks that flood advisory for Bowie has been allowed to expire. So not an extremely active day, but boy, a lot more active than we've seen in recent days. For some of us, other parts of us just sort of kind of.
Here in Tucson, nobody was very active.
No.
Too hot to be active.
Hard to be active when you got a $110 on the weather map for our high temperature. We kind of thought today would be the hottest day of the week. We told you it wouldn't be much hotter than 110. I'd say 110's hot enough. In fact, hot enough that it breaks the old record that goes all the way back to 1930 when we hit 108 degrees. How about this? 115 Gila Bend, 114 in Yuma. Even our upper elevations, places like Flagstaff at 87, 107 in Safford, 103 today in Nogales. Here's live Doppler. Eastern Pima County is dry right now. We're also drying out across sections of Santa Cruz County. So again, we had some good buildups today. We did have some flooding concerns. Had a couple of storms turn severe across Santa Cruz and Cochise County and had some flooding concerns, but once again, just not a lot of water in our atmosphere. That will start to change as we're getting a surge of moisture coming in from the Gulf of California. Here's Cochise County. You're dry right now, and let's go to Futurecast. Yeah, we kind of thought that the day would be done by about this time or so. We are looking at more storm chances tomorrow, again, south of the city of Tucson, east of the city of Tucson, and I'm starting to think southwest of the city of Tucson. We're tapping into some moisture coming up all the way here from the Rocky Point area, and that could set the stage for some convection even southwest. Here's your monsoon prediction index then, excuse me, for the day tomorrow on your Thursday, 1 out of 10 in Tucson, 2 out of 10 Safford. We'll keep things at about a 4 for Douglas and Nogales and a 5 out of 10 for Sierra Vista. Okay, the narrative that we've been really talking about since I would say April and May, we were in such a surplus with regards to rain. We said we're going to have a slow start to the monsoon, maybe very dry for the first half of it or so. And then depending on what happened in September and the tropics, that could really start influencing our weather and giving us much wetter days. Let's take a look. Our first, well, not first, but the first tropical storm that might have some impact on us. This is now Ivo, 45-mile-per-hour winds moving off to the west-northwest at 20 miles per hour. And the exact track of the storm is important, of course, but some of our tropical storms can be even farther out to sea than this. And as long as we have some upper-level winds that carry some moisture in here, well, that will give us much better storm chances. So if this does move farther to the east, yeah, better chances of getting some moisture our way. Farther west, less chance of it getting into our way. But right now, kind of a middle-of-the-road approach. We're seeing it kind of parallel the Baja California coast, and that's something we'll have to watch out for as we make our way into next work week. So 102 last check at the airport, partly cloudy skies, 49 is the dew point. That number's finally come up a little bit. Nowhere in the city of Tucson are we 110 anymore. 109 foothills, that's the warm spot. And we're tracking temperatures into the 80s finally and 90s across Cochise and Santa Cruz County, where we did see more in the way of showers and thunderstorms today. Here's your forecast and for tonight, upper 70s for nighttime lows and about a 10% chance of storms tomorrow for the city of Tucson. But there's going to be quite a variability difference between what we see in Tucson and what we see south of town. In fact, about a 30 to 40 to some spots, 50% chance of storms, likely in the mountains and the Patagonias, into the Huachucas, Chiricahuas of storms. West winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Daytime highs tomorrow into the 90s with nighttime lows into the 60s. Your forewarned extended forecast, 10% chance of storms tomorrow, so we mostly stay dry in Tucson. But hey, Friday looks good. 40% chance of storms, 30 for Saturday, down to 10 on Sunday. Also down temps into the 90s, back to the triple digits Monday and Tuesday. But now Wednesday, we have that 20% chance of storms, just kind of depending on what happens with Tropical Storm Ivo. So something to look forward to. No guarantees yet, but this is sort of what we've been talking about all spring and all summer long. Late start to the monsoon. Look out September, late August, and here we are now looking at some tropical activity. Could get interesting.
I know, maybe we'll get a little break there.
Be nice.
All right, Matt. Let's head